Paltrocast.
This is the Paltrobox. I think we have 5 or 6 boxes we're going to open today. Let's start with the biggest one first. As you can see, it says fragile on here. Actually a pretty light box. Okay, bubble wrap. So this might take a second. Get it out of the way. Okay, looks like 2 vinyl records in here. 10-Inch Men. This is a band that I've written about. The singer Dave has become a friend. He was in the band Talk Show that was on Atlantic Records for an album and toured with the Foo Fighters and Aerosmith and all that. Members of Stone Temple Pilots were in that band. I see Dave's name right there. I didn't realize his brother was the drummer in 10-Inch Men. They were on, I think, Mercury Records at a certain point. They toured with Bon Jovi. But I'm going to link to the interviews that I taped with Dave within the last year. Really nice guy in Long Beach, California. I'm in Long Beach, New York. Great musician. And his current band, we're going to put info about that as well. He's in like 3 different bands. One of them is called Flat Earth Radio. Another is called Long Beach Leftovers, I think. Great guy. Can't say enough good stuff about Dave. We'll bring that back for the recap. Thank you for sending that. 10-Inch Men, I didn't know that those titles were on vinyl, and now I know. Second box, it looks like it's from Monster Energy, who pop up on the Paltrobox every month or so. That's why I kind of knew that. Wow, okay, Killer Brew Triple Shot. That kind of looks like the Punisher logo. Is it a collaboration with Punisher? I don't know. But the usual 300 milligrams of caffeine in here. Specialty kind of box. I'm guessing it's an espresso based on the Mean Bean and the Loca Mocha. Not sure if there's a specialty part involved, but we are going to link to some of the other Monster promos they've done with UFC and other great brands over the past few years. They've been very kind to the Paltrobox. This one can I tear open without tearing it? Okay. Thank you for that note, Wendy. Wendy's a wonderful, wonderful publicist that I have the pleasure of working with every now and then. This is a book by J.T. Habersaat, forward by Eddie Pepitone. Great comic. You may remember him from Last Comic Standing, amongst other things. So it's Comedians Talk Stand-Up. I love that kind of stuff. Brian Posehn, great comic. I interviewed him probably 5 years ago. Jackie Kashian, same deal. Dana Gould. Okay, so I've gotten 3 out of the 4 on here, just not Patton Oswalt. We'll link to some of that. But, oh, I see Greg Turkington. He's one of my favorite comics ever. He's the character Neil Hamburger. Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall. Okay, so comedians really talking about comedy. Bobcat Goldthwait, another favorite of ours. I am psyched to read this book. Maybe I'll be interviewing J.T. Habersaat in the near future. Thank you for sending Wendy and JT. Okay, another box, small one, should be easy to open. Okay, and this is Maizly corn milk, original, shake well before use. I've had pea protein milk, basically every kind of protein I can think of, but never corn. So it's non-GMO, dairy-free, for tea and coffee, perfect for baking, vitamins A, D, and E, 130 calories for a cup of that, that's kind of normal. Product of Canada, but made by a company that is in Indianapolis. There's the QR code, soluble corn fiber, may support gut health. Okay, I'm going to look up more about this brand, post in the copy. Thank you for sending it, Maizly. Down to the last 2 boxes right here. Should be easy to open. Oh, I see the logo already. That looks like more from Maizly. So this was the original, and then this here is the chocolate version. How do they stack up? Little bit more of caloric content in the chocolate, but also light on ingredients. Both of them have coconut in them. Okay. I'm usually more the chocolate milk drinker, and Melissa more the corn milk. Thank you for sending Maizly. Last but not least, okay, well packed with confetti. That would have been upside down. I hear glass clinking. Diplomatico. Okay, there you go. So this is a brand we've covered on the Paltrobox before. I think I've interviewed somebody from Diplomatico. I'll link to that. They've sent us stuff nicely a few times. Beautiful bottle right there. We have the large size of that on our bar. I can see it from here, but it looks like there's a new 10-year variety, product of Venezuela. I believe there's a virtual tasting event for Diplomatico I'm invited to next week, so more to follow on that end. Thank you for sending Diplomatico. Beautiful mini bottle right there. So to recap, Diplomatico rum, JT Habersaat's new book about comedy, the Maizly, the Monster Energy, and last but not least, Dave Coutts and his vinyl releases of 10-inch Men. We'll move that a little closer to the camera here. So stuff to drink after hours, stuff to drink for breakfast, you could say, stuff to listen to, other breakfast stuff, and stuff to read anytime. Thank you for watching.
Paltrocast.